Hey guys! Today I'm back with my October reads. So today I wanted to talk to you about the books I read during October. I know... what was that? I know many people are not interested in these kind of videos, but I love doing them, so I decided to keep doing them, and maybe there is someone who likes them. So the first book I wanted to talk about is Erin Morgenstern's Night Circus. I bought this book because of the hype, obviously. It has been on my wish list for a long time. It is really cool design from the inside and from the outside and everything. Really like that. This book is quite beautiful, I have to be honest. But I have to say that I did not like it too much. I really like the idea of the story. It is basically two magicians fighting, and I liked it because their fight is basically the night circus. So they make all these interesting things you can look at in the night circus with their powers, and there is kind of a love story behind it as well, but there was just something missing. I really did not connect to any person in this story. I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't understand how they felt too much. It was just very... I don't know how you call it, but the story always kept quite far away, so there was no depth basically, and I really didn't like that. I was very disappointed because, you know, obviously there has been so much hype about that book, and I think I may have given it like 2.5 or 3 stars, I don't know. But it was just average, and I really expected more, and this just didn't do the job for me. The next book I read is the third book in the Game of Thrones series for us Germans, can't talk today, which is the first half of the second book of the English versions. And I think I didn't like this one as much as the second one. I think the second one was much better. There was way more action, obviously, because we have the thing that always, you know, we have the first half of a book, which is most of the time more slow, and it just builds up to something. And then the second book is just much faster, more things happen, you know, there is a little bit of, I don't know, there is something more interesting in the second half always, I would say. So having the book split up into two means that always the first book is a little bit meh, and the second book then gets much more interesting, and there's so much more things happening. Even though I have to say I like the third book now much more than the first one. I didn't like the first one at all. What is at all? But I think it was kind of boring. Didn't connect with any of the characters. Most of them I hated. But right now you don't have as many annoying characters anymore. And I am really looking forward to reading the fourth book. It just sucks you in, even though I'm not impressed by it, but it's just interesting to see where the story is going, and I think it is well overhyped, and the amount of money you pay for one book is ridiculous, so I'm not buying them, I just borrowing them. That's why I don't have it here right now. But yeah, I will read the fourth book, and I think it will be better again. We will see. And then the last book I wanted to talk about today is Anne Radcliffe's The Mysteries of Udolpho, which is a book that I've read because of Jane Austen. Whatever. I have read Northanger, whatever it's called, Abbey. And it refers to this book quite a lot, and I hadn't read this book, and I didn't really like the Northanger Abbey thing. I was very disappointed because it was nothing like Jane Austen for me. Probably, I'm not that intelligent, whatever. I just probably didn't understand it, but I was really interested to read this one, and Yeah, I picked it up when I was on vacation. I may have told you that. It's a super slow book. It is the tiniest font ever. It is so small, and then you have quite a lot of words on one page, and this has quite a lot of pages. Though this took me forever and ever, but it was well worth it. I think it's a very nice book. I really liked it. I kind of like the main character. She can be a little bit naive and annoying at some points, but I think she's quite cute and adorable, but you know, that depends on your personality if you like her or not. But other than that, I just really liked it. I think the story is quite interesting. It's not like the main focus is on Udolpho, which is a medieval castle. Never know how to say this word, but yeah. Maybe about 1/3 of the book takes place in Udolpho, all the rest is on different places, but it's kind of a gothic story. It's about ghosts, and it's a classic, obviously, so the language is a little bit old, and for me it wasn't that easy to get into, just because obviously English is not my mother tongue, so it's quite difficult for me to read classics, but I didn't have the feeling that I didn't understand words or something. It just took some time to get into the writing style and stuff. But I really enjoyed this, and if you have the patience for a very slow book, I would really recommend this one. I really enjoyed it, and if you're interested, you will probably find more in-depth reviews on that. I just wanted to mention it because I really liked it. So now on to the TBR part of this little video. The videos I want to talk about next month. What? The books I want to read next month. One thing I want to talk about is this series. It is called Nekare. It's by a German author. She's publishing her books herself, which I think is really cool. I got this in a giveaway and I read it and I really liked it. And this is a series of 5 books, and the last one just came out. So when I finish the series and do an overall wrap-up-y thing, and then I really want to read a children's book. I have this mood right now that I want to get a little bit more into like the autumnal feelings and stuff, and that always brings me back to children's things. So I got this one. I have no idea whether this ever was translated, but I hope so. This is Das doppelte Lottchen by Erich Kästner. This is one of the most amazing children's books. It is my favorite children's book, and if it has a English title, I will just have it somewhere over the screen. But if you have never read it, please read it. It is so good. I really like it. It's amazing. And then the last book I will talk about next month is Emma. Emma is by Jane Austen as well. Since I was in the English classics thing already, I thought I might read Emma. And yeah, I had that on my currently reading list last month, but I will just talk about it next video because it's now not here and I'm not going to talk about it. What's going on, head? Okay, I guess that's all for my video. My head is really weird right now, and I think I haven't had enough tea today, so I will go back to my couch now. Have a lovely day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!